We are Alice Retail. Alice Retail is an Icelandic ISV, an independent software vendor who has been around for more than 30 years, building great solutions for retail and hospitality customers. We're not a very large company. We're 240 people in our own unit, of which half is focusing on building, so development, building great solutions, and the other half is making sure that we sell and implement those great solutions with our fantastic business partners. We got acquired by another great retail ISV partner called Aptos from the US, backed up by Goldman Sachs just last month. And we have a very good better together story. By bringing those two together and looking at the synergies, we believe that we can be one of the leading retail ISV partners around the globe. We'll run as an independent unit within the group, but obviously we look at how we can optimize the revenue and drive more business together on this. So while we are headquartered out of Iceland, we are a true global company. We have offices around the world. We've got 29 nationalities in our company. We've got a lot of female employees as well, and we have people situated in more than just the yellow dots on this card, which are our offices. So we can really, we are really there to help our business partners. Because one key element in our go-to-market strategy is this more classical global thinking and local support is that we work indirectly, meaning we make fantastic software, we package it up, and we have over 350 partners in more than 80 countries reselling and implementing our solutions. And we believe, looking back at the opportunity we just talked about, that there are great opportunities for more partners to be added to our community. But very relevant in this is that as a business partner, this is maybe the first recommendation to look into where do I stand out? Where can I stand out? And that's really why we called this webinar also Stand Out. Because if you look at retail and hospitality, then there's a lot of sub verticals below this. Think about fashion, groceries, duty free. Well, you can see them all on this slide, and we've got IP, so solutions for all of those. So the better you can distinguish yourself in the market and become a known name for pharmacy or hotels, the better it is. So I give you an example here of our partner Soltech out of Sweden that's really focusing on LS Central for hotels. They've made a beautiful website. And as you can see here, there's some specifics in running a hotel, the bookings, obviously, how to manage a gym, activities, the restaurant, and all of this we cover with our solutions, our LS Central solution in this case. But it also shows that as a business partner, they've really focused on a vertical and stand out with this. And we've seen some great success. So this is a recommendation I would like to take you on to think about. If you're thinking about becoming an LS Retail partner, how can I really stand out? So that's about our company. Let's talk a bit more about our solutions. So if we bring our solutions to market, the keyword we use is unified commerce. And unified commerce is really by bringing the online and offline world, so the e-commerce world and the brick and mortar store world together in one. And as we just saw in the requirements, it's very key that it all has the same information. And that's very crucial. But also, if you think about unified, it's the way we personalize the information for our consumers. If you're a supermarket, the way you run your point of sale will be a big different than if you, for example, are in an exclusive fashion or jewelry store. So we manage also all these scenarios. So from point of sales, quick type of service, restaurant management, mobile point of sales, all of this that you need in a retail and hospitality environment, we can manage that. And it sounds maybe easy, well, just unify two worlds, but actually there's a lot more behind it. So if you take this slide and you just look at the inner circle here, what's needed to offer a unified commerce experience, then there's a lot of functionality of processes that needs to be managed. If we just start with the dark blue headquarter part, then you see this is kind of maybe the traditional ERP, enterprise resource planning. But here you manage your finance, your accounting, your warehouse, all of your sales and marketing information, the configuration of all your stores, the pricing models, the discounting, the loyalty management. So it's a lot of different processes already captured at a headquarters level. And then you want to push out that information into your stores and into your point of sales. So here we get back maybe to the previous slide. How do I manage my point of sales? What's the experience the consumer expects from me? Should I walk around with my point of sale? How do I manage this? How do I get the right information in my point of sale? Because the more information we have there, the better we can serve our customers in this. And obviously, we want to manage the store. So how much stock do I have in store? How do I make sure that I get the right transfers between stores? How do I make sure that the staff can interact with the consumer? So all of that is part of the unified commerce strategy. Then it moves into the customer experience part. So here, the e-commerce integration is super relevant. The payment systems are relevant. Here in Sweden, for example, it's very common to pay online with different systems. We want that to be managed and all working seamlessly. And there's a lot of different systems around the globe that we need to deal with. So you see there's a lot of complexity in bringing it all together. But our key focus is always easier, simpler, faster, making those processes easier, making it seamless integrated. So the customer, the retailer and hospitality customer gets a full-blown experience and a seamless offering. We're running this on the global cloud services. As you know, we are closely aligned, working together with Microsoft on this. So, and if you look at our offerings here, then we talk about our cloud solutions running on the Microsoft Dynamics 365 platform. So here you see the classical pyramid. And at the top level, so the enterprise segment, we've got a solution based on the F&O or commerce platform of Microsoft, which is called LS1st. I'm not going to talk more about this, but this is a solution which is focusing on restaurant management, quick service type of restaurants, with a lot of restaurants in a similar chain. But the solutions that I'll focus on is our flagship product, LS Central, which is a full-blown retail management systems, and LS Express, which is our online point of sale in the SMB part of the segments. And the segments used here are the ones you maybe recognize from Microsoft if you work with them. So let's deep dive a little bit more into these different solutions. So starting off with LS Central, this is a complete end-to-end retail solution. And this is kind of bringing together all I just talked about in the previous slide, the circle, and making a seamless integration between both the front office and the back office, which means that you get centralized management and visibility throughout your company all in one, which is pretty unique already if you look at how the market or different solutions out in the market. You get the unified commerce experience. We're integrating with the leading e-commerce platforms like Magento, Episerver, Shopify, Dynamic Web. We offer a flexible way to run the business, where we strongly believe that SaaS, so software as a service, is the future. We also realize that it's extremely important that every transaction counts. And this means we have a hybrid model that in case you are running this solution in the cloud and the system comes down or the network comes down, you can still capture the transaction. So you have an offline mode in this, and you can mix and match with the different models as well. All in all, this leads to a lower cost of ownership. And I talk about how our customers are experience this and managing your whole business solutions from one single software platform, so one single code base. Moving on to LS Express, this is a online point of sale solution which runs on the Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Central SaaS solution only. And here we see there's a great opportunity in the market space where many of the Business Central solutions are running today. Many of them are wholesalers, and we see that many wholesalers are in need of just one or two point of sale systems to do kind of off-the-shelf sales from their warehouse. Or think about smaller retailers, chain up to 5 stores, running already Business Central or in need of running an integrated ERP system and being able to add LS Express or point of sale solution towards this. So all the knowledge we've built in all the 30 years of retail is captured in this solution, and it's a really click and go solution to get going. So moving on, if you talk about our customers. So we've talked about the market opportunity and the needs and other requirements there are. Then we talked about us as an organization, and we talked about our solutions. But we run more than 5,000 customers on these platforms with 85,000 stores plus around the globe. And we do a annual customer survey. We ask our customers, so what do you like about us and what can we improve? I mean, we need to be constantly learning about it. You see some names of our customers here, and I got another slide with a little bit more detail on this. Typically, these are the larger and the well-known names. But if you have 5,000 customers, you can imagine that there's a lot of different ones, maybe even ones you don't know on this. But if you talk about what are the key relevant points why you decided for LS Retail, we came down to a top 6 on this. And it all starts with this all-in-one retail management solutions. The unique selling point is really that we offer a seamless integration between the point of sale, the front office, and the back office, which means you save a lot of money on integrations, and many retailers are spending lots of money on integrations these days. With us, you all get it in one. It also means you get full insight in your business. So at the headquarter level, you can see what each and every store is doing, what each and every point of sale even is doing. So your end of day data, knowing did I make some money today, you get it right away. And a very important part here is also to get your staff up and running quicker. We all know that staff management and staff costs are pretty high in retail and hospitality, and there's a lot of turnaround. So you don't want to spend your staff to work on systems they don't understand. So it's a very modern looking because it's built on the Microsoft platform, easy to get going with, and it helps a lot to get your staff productive right away. Second point is the unified commerce offering. So having the online world fully integrated, seamlessly integrated in this is super strong. And especially in those days where online is for many ones the only way that they can sell their solutions and services to customers is absolutely very crucial. We were one of the first to bring this concept to market a couple of years ago, and it has been growing rapidly ever since. Number 3 is being able to scale out globally quickly. If you go online and you Google and you search for point of sale solutions, you will find hundreds of them in each and every country. But if you then look at retail management systems, so integrating this back office and front office, it comes down to a few already. If you then look at who is able to globally scale out and being able to sell this and implement this solution in different countries and fulfill the requirements of all the different fiscalizations around there, you really come down to just a few. And thanks to number 5 here, our strong partner network, we are able as LS Retail to really help customers go around the globe quickly. And in today's retail and also hospitality world, if you have a successful concept, you can rapidly grow that business very fast into different countries. We've got 2 great examples out of our home market of Business Central, Denmark. If you take Søstrene, a leading Danish chains selling all kind of household and nice stuff for your house. They started off with a couple of stores in Denmark a couple of years ago, and they're, I think, grown to more than 250 stores already in many European countries. And similar to the chain Normal, who's selling shampoos and all other kind of healthcare products. Very similar concept. Started off with a few stores and have been growing. And that's really what's possible with LS Retail. It's possible because of the solutions, but also possible because of number 5 here, the strong network. And then, of course, you get a lot of references. So number 4 in different verticals. So all the verticals I mentioned earlier. And I encourage you to focus on maybe 1 or 2 of these. Specifically, it helps if there's a lot of references for those verticals. Last but not least, building on a strong Microsoft Cloud platform gives you the security that there's a lot of investment going into the base level of the solution. It's all optimized for running it on the cloud. There's a lot of extra functionality. It's integrated into all the other Microsoft goodies like the Power Platform. A strong security, all making the right choice for our customers. So one more slide here on some of these names and some of the background details. You get the shares, sorry, the slide afterwards as well. But here you see that we have names in all the different industries, in all the different geographies around the world, in well, from very exclusive jewelry chains to supermarket chains to large pharmacy chains. So the good thing is, if you become a partner, you know there's a lot of existing customers out there. that are happily running the solutions, and it gives a lot of security already towards potential new customers. So moving on, the elements we talked about, market opportunity. We've talked about that as a perfect storm, which has a lot of opportunity in it. We talked about the solutions on how to capture the requirements that's coming out of this perfect storm. We talked about how existing customers are already using this. So let's talk about the very important part in our go-to-market model, and that's our partners. So that's you. Some of you are existing partners on this call, and some are interested to become a partner in this. And I'd like to talk a little bit more about our partner program and how we help partners to get successfully going. So in our strategy of unified commerce, we talk a lot about the evergreen train because we believe SaaS is the future of our industry. We've done a lot of investments in making our solution SaaS ready. We're delivering it now in over 25 countries around the world. So if you are want to become a partner, we'd like you to get on that evergreen train and think about how can I bring a SaaS solution maybe to market? How can I get on the train now and arrive in the future? We realize that obviously in some countries it's not yet available. Some customers might think still on-premise is a good world. So we're not SaaS exclusive, but since we believe it's the future, we want you as a partner to think about this and be part of that evergreen train. The advantages are like any cloud solution, we're not unique here. You always have the latest version. You always get upgraded. You're not stuck on customizations. So you get all the innovations built into the platform right away. And that's, we believe, is very crucial. Plus, the economic model behind it makes it also very flexible and cost effective to run your solution because you're sharing a lot of the underlying infrastructural platforms. So talking about the money that can be made, we believe there's a very lucrative model for partners to become an LS Retail partner. Obviously, we offer nice partner discounts, margins on the different models we offer. So the perpetual model, the subscription model, and the SaaS model. And we know that out of every dollar sold on licensing, there's another $4 to be spent on services. This is a very common model, I would say, for many Dynamics partners. But it's good to know, obviously, that we are here to make sure that it's a lucrative model for you as a business partner as well. And we work as one team on this. So you're not the only one as such, because we have many partners around the globe, but it's good to know a bit more about their profile maybe. So I've collected some partner data. This is coming out of our annual partner survey. We run some data points here. The first one is that 50% of our partners, so the LS Retail partners, do about 50% of their revenue with LS Retail. So this is a bit of a mathematics for you on the Tuesday morning or the afternoon. But it means that we have many loyal partners in our channel. And if you want to become a partner, it should not just be like another solution I'll add to my portfolio. No, we want you to be dedicated, because the more loyal and dedicated you are, the better we can help you to succeed. And luckily, many of our partners are very dedicated to LS Retail, and we can work seamlessly as one team on this. And the yellow one here, 90% of our partners generate 50% of their revenue with Microsoft. I think it's pretty obvious. Maybe it's a more kind of an open door, because it's really built on the Microsoft Dynamics platform, our solution. So many partners coming out of this industry. Do you have a retail or hospitality background and no Microsoft background? No worry. I think knowing and speaking the language of the industry is the most crucial part that you can have. Learning a solution, learning a technology, something we all can do. Many of the partners operate internationally. I think one of the reasons is what I just talked about. Many customers are going internationally. Then having a network of partners all around the globe that can support each other with the local language, with the local requirements, with the fiscalization, all of that is perfectly. So you enter a very international environment. And we, as said, as a company, are also extremely international and active all around the globe. Many of the partners are what we call small to mid-sized businesses with less than 250 people. We have some larger system integrators, but many are mid-sized type of IT companies. Some quotes here coming out of this partner survey from our partners. I'm not going to read them all. You can read it yourself, but they like the quality of our products, the connection to Microsoft, building on that strong platform, knowing all the industries and having references in all these industries. So that's really what our partners think why we stand out. And we both hear it from our parties and from our customers. So that must be a good sign, or? Moving on to our kind of core DNA of the partner program. And it's really, since we only work indirect and only here to help you as a partner to succeed, it's about joint contribution. I touched upon it a little bit before, but if you sign up as a partner, we really expect you to be active in the community, which means joining the webinars, joining the live events when they get going again. Bring your experience in and learn. And learning is already starting when you get going. You need to get trained on this solution as soon as possible, because the better you know the IP we're building, the better you can serve your customers. Very crucial. I talk a bit about it as well later on. And since you are responsible for sales and implementation of here, we really want partners to stand out here and also promote the solutions in their local communities. We want you to become the ambassadors of our solution in your local country, in your local industry, all of this, and work seamlessly and continuously together with us. And we have a lot of different teams to help you out there to become better and optimize the solutions and welcome more customers to the platform. And in order to do that, obviously, we talked about the economic model. We have a partner program, which is pretty straightforward, I would say. It has 5 different levels. And the base thinking behind it is the more business you do, the more licensing discount we can offer you. And you see the numbers here. There's only one core requirement, and that's to get at least 3 persons certified on the solution, which is the base level training. That's an 8 half days online training these days, and you finish it off with a certification. As a new partner, there's 2 models to get started. The most common one is starting at the standard level. So you sign up for the partner program. You sign up to get 3 people certified, and you see the licensing discount and the subscription discount you again get here. And if you are maybe a partner wants to focus on a different segment of the market, especially the small business retailers, the lean partnership could be something to consider. This is a lower entrance level of our partner program. You only need to certify 1 person, but you also see that you get less discount on perpetual licensing, but you get the same discount on our SaaS solution, so a subscription discount. So we believe that there's a market opportunity to go after smaller business retailers, so up to 10 stores, 20 point of sales, and want to go going after this market segment and getting a lower entrance level into our partner program. And the logos, you see that in each year we hand out the logos that you can use in your marketing activities and show which level of partnership you have achieved. So this is really about the licensing part. Obviously, there's a large chunk of the business is also around the services, and you're responsible and you're selling the services yourself, but we're really here. We want to help you with this. So we have a fantastic LS Central implementation guideline that captures all that's needed to successfully implement our solutions with your customers. So there's a lot of best practices in here. There's about how to do the project management, how to set up the systems, all the different processes, both in the back office and in the point of sale. So a lot of good content information we have captured in the implementation guideline. We actually talk about implementation plans. How do you set up a successful business with this? And all of that really helps to get you going as a partner. But obviously, if you're a new partner, you may think like, whoa, this is a lot of information and there's a lot of new things to learn. How do I get to know all of this? So no worry. As we talked about the Evergreen train and the train, and we love to get you a first class ticket to our onboarding services and give you the security that you're in good hands to successfully become a partner and make it a profitable business unit within your organization. So to do this, we have a number of services. I will talk about LS Academy, our consulting support, and a special onboarding buddy specialist, give you this first class experience as a partner to successfully get you going. So how do we do this? So To get you going as a partner, we have a partner success tracks, or we have 3 partner success tracks to be correctly, which is our mandatory program for the first year of our partnership, which we call the onboarding phase. And it is a collection of all the services we offer to successfully get you going as a partner, which means all the training is included. There's consulting services included. There's marketing support included. There's support included. All that's needed to get you going as a partner. Base level trainings, the 8 half a days training I referred to earlier. But there's a lot more trainings here, and we always encourage partners to take as much training as possible. This body program is here to really help you to successfully get that up and running. It's a new environment. Microsoft started with it in 2018 for Business Central. We launched our first solutions in 2020. So we realized that since this is new, it may require a little bit more hand holding, hence this special service to get you going if you run your customers in cloud. So coming down to the conclusions of this webinar, we've talked about the strong market opportunity, the enormous size of retail and hospitality in the different geographies, that there's a perfect storm out there. There's a lot of pressure on retailers and hospitality customers to update their systems to stay relevant for their consumers. We talked about how the LS Retail solutions fit very nicely and has a proven track record on helping such customers with their challenges. We talked about the community, so us as LS Retail and our partners, and how we together can succeed in helping customers. If you talk about international, if you talk about specific vertical knowledge in this, and that our partner program is here to make it a profitable business unit for you. That we have many existing partners that are very dedicated to the LS Retail solutions, and we also encourage you, don't take this on as just another solution, but if you want to sell here successfully, you should consider this and make it a core part of your business. And maybe one element of the fantastic community, sometimes we hear that customer or potential new partners are a bit scared to move into retail because of the support requirements for the point of sale. You know, if shops are open almost 24/7, do we need to have a support for this as well? But we have partners in our community that are keen on taking care of this point of sale, first line support. So if you're not really in that business, then there's still a good opportunity to become a successful partner and work with other partners to kind of cover that element of the business. So all in all, what we're looking for is you, the green circle here, and hopefully we've encouraged you to have a chat with us about what it takes to stand out as an LS Retail partner, how we can help you to get going. So some further information in the next slide on how can we get you to start today. And as you see in the picture on the left side, we really like to put a rocket on you and your team and get you up into the cloud as soon as possible. So how do we do? First and foremost, if you're interested after this and would like to know more, we encourage you to go to our lsretail.com become a partner website. There's a explanation of our partner program. We talk a bit more about the partner success tracks I just referred to. And if you click on request more information, you find an application form and an online NDA to be filled out. Then we'll reach out to you, and we'd like to then discuss your business plan with our regional sales team, so our regional VPs and the solution sales team people, all your business plans. And obviously, this can be a discussion on, hey, how does the market look like in your geography? How are the different verticals, and how can we stand out as a partner? So that will be a next step. If we agree on that, then you select your partner success track. Do we want to get started as a regular standard partner, or maybe at the lean level? And related to these are the partner success tracks on it. So the basic track in the picture I just showed is really for the lean partners, and the general track is much more for the standard partners. But we can talk about this in more detail if you wish. Once you've done that, we'll sign a partner agreement, so get the formalities going. And then it's really about creating the awareness, so making sure that the local community knows that you are a new partner, that you are around. And our marketing team can help you with their knowledge on how to do this in the best possible way. Run some webinars, run some campaigns, and get the machinery working. We are keen on giving you sales support as well. We understand, especially for first partners and first deals, it's very good to have somebody of our team on calls with potential customers to help you to sell towards these customers. And hopefully quickly after can we sign up your first LS Retail deal. And that's not all, because very crucial with first deals, and not only first deal, but with all deals, but especially the first deal, is to also successfully implement your first customers. Hence all the services we offer in our Partner Success Track to team up with our consulting team, which are the best experts around the globe for LS Retail, to successfully make your first deal count. So final conclusion here is, please join us, become a piece of the puzzle you see here in joining our community. We are very keen to talk to you and learn more about who you are and what you do. And you can leave your questions behind in the question and answer opportunity in the tool we are using together with Microsoft Dynamics Web, who is hosting this webinar for us. And you can reach out to me. You find my email address over here with more information. If you're interested, don't forget to sign up, become a partner. There's no obligations as such. It's just to get the conversation started. And since we have signed the NDA, we can share a bit more information. So I really thank you for being part of this webinar. We've talked for almost 40 minutes, so hope you're still all around, and look forward to catch up with you after this, and wishing you a fantastic rest of your day or a wonderful evening. Thank you all, and bye for now.